Hey guys, I'm Kevin. Welcome to Sound Advice, and this week we're going to talk about production sound. Getting high-quality production sound while you're filming is essential to starting your film's sound off on the right foot. Actors' performances will always be the best on set, so you want to capture that authentic, original performance. So what's the best way to record good production sound, you might ask? Well, it's typically having a sound recording setup that's separate from your camera. Why, you may ask? Well, that's what this video is about. There are two major advantages to recording your sound separate from camera. The first big advantage is that you have someone whose attention is solely focused on the quality of the audio. That person is much more likely to notice any problems with your sound, like distracting noises or technical issues.
Today we're talking about rotoscoping.
Hope for sound. Second, most cameras treat audio recording as a bit of an afterthought, so even expensive cameras will often produce recordings with hiss, noise, or distortion, even if you set your volume levels correctly.
Oh, it works! Look, it works! Here, right here. Heck yeah. Oh, it works! Look, it works! Here, right here. Heck yeah.
For SoundGun, we had sound operate independently from camera using a boom mic. Using a boom mic allows you to get the microphone close to the performance, the optimal position to record clean and natural sounding dialogue. Always communicate with camera before a shot to make sure you're not in the frame, or that you're not casting a shadow that's in the frame. Another option are lavalier mics, like this one here, which are a great option when it's difficult or impossible to boom the shot.
Kevin?
Don't need a boom.
Great.
I'm loved.
While traditional lav mics typically require the actor to carry a transmitter and the sound recordist to have a matching receiver, Røde's smartLav connects directly to your smartphone and is a great cost-efficient option. Lavalier mics are typically buried beneath the actor's clothing, and they can require a little bit of maintenance now and then, a little bit of adjustment to make sure they're working properly. Always tell the actor that you're going to make a microphone adjustment before you start adjusting the microphone. Be courteous, respect their personal space. Actors are people too. Poor quality sound can really hurt the immersion and story comprehensibility of your film. If your sound is too soft, it's difficult to hear, and if your sound is too loud, it may be distorted. These are things that are sometimes difficult or impossible to repair in editing, so it's important to try to get it right while you're filming. You want to keep your volume level low enough where you have a little bit of headroom, which is extra space for the sound to get louder than you anticipate it getting. For example, if an actor is talking and they suddenly decide to yell, you'll still be able to record the yell cleanly without distortion. You can also check to see if your recording device has a limiter, which is a built-in function that acts as a bit of a cushion and takes the edge off of distortion if sounds get louder than you anticipate. But keep in mind, this is more of a backup safety feature than a magical fix-all-your-problems thing. There's no magic in the world. Some rooms, particularly rooms that are really big and really empty, can have very distracting reverberation. You can always check how a room sounds by just simply talking in it or, say, clapping your hands. Some locations can be challenging for recording good quality sound, so it's important to know what you can do to improve the quality of your audio. Try turning off things that make noise like this refrigerator. Kevin! Perfect. You can use blankets to reduce reverb in a space or to make friends with homeless drug dealers. Try to place the blanket so your boom mic is pointed towards the blanket, and this will maximize its effect. On a bigger film shoot, you can ask the grip department to help you set up sound blankets. This is their favorite thing to do. It's good to keep in mind how the shot's going to be used in the film. Some shots, like close-up inserts, don't need any sound to be recorded, so you don't have to waste your time.
Rolling?
Grab it and lift. This is typically for shots like inserts, like close-ups on certain objects, where there's nothing in the shot that would make any sound. Look at this beautiful puppy cat. It's not saying or doing anything, because it's dead. You could always record sound, but of course, it's not necessary.
We got it. That's it.
Sometimes when it's difficult to get clean recordings on set, you can always ask for wild lines, which is having the actors repeat the same performance while they're still on set. You may have seen this previously in our behind the scenes for the TIE Fighter short, where we had Jimmy Kimmel and Freddie do a bunch of grunts and yells for their fight scene. On set, but while the cameras weren't rolling. That way we were able to get a bunch of different choices and clean performances without having to worry about getting in the shot. The great thing about wild lines is because they're being recorded on set, the audio quality will match the rest of your production sound. The great thing about wildlife is that it's part of our heritage as human beings and citizens of the planet Earth. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video has introduced you to the basics of getting good quality production sound and giving you the tools you need to max... Oh. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something about production sound. Stay tuned next week for Foley. If you don't know what that means, you'll find out in a week. Or you could use Google.